low.
Hey low. It's like
What's,
hey
it's
low.
like it's like Raylo.
It's like Ray
Like
from
Ray and
from Star Wars.
From Star Wars.
You
You guys like Star Wars? I'm gonna adjust the. I feel like the light's a little hot. So Reese, it's great to see you
It
all.
is a little bit. It is a little bit.
Turn that down.
Turn that down a little bit. That's better.
Okay. Maybe that's the
Buds.
vibe. Is that the vibe? I feel like it's not warm enough though now.
It's like we're in space, you know. It's like
Okay. It's like we're in cold space, like
we're
in
Hoth.
Star Wars.
You guys like Hoth?
You guys are big Hoth fans?
Type in the chat if you like Hoth.
I like the Wampas. What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday!
Happy Saturday. Happy
Live from Fruit Jar. It's Saturday night. I can't help. It's like a compulsion. I have to say that every week. I feel
Yeah,
like
I mean,
now.
I feel that. Happy Saturday. Happy Star Wars.
Happy Star Wars
Not
Day.
Star Wars Day. Is that what is day? Is that May 4th?
May 4th. That's the one.
Revenge of the Sith is the best
But
one.
It's just been. It's a Star Wars kind of weekend, and
Yeah, dude.
we're so tomorrow we're releasing an episode of our podcast, which is available every Sunday on our Patreon for only $1. We're releasing an episode of our podcast in which we discuss The Last Jedi. Which is funny, you know, we didn't actually mention it in the podcast, but I realized today that's the 8th episode of our podcast.
And
Star
The Last
Wars
Jedi
episode
is
8.
Episode 8 of Star Wars franchise.
Isn't that crazy? We should have made it like a whole thing, but we didn't even talk about it on the podcast.
Of the Skywalker saga.
That's right.
Wow.
Grab that thumbnail over there. I drew a little picture of me and Reese for the thumbnail of the podcast.
Yes.
And I'm
That's Luke.
me.
And that's me. And he's like buff Kylo. And it's Princess Rey. It's Rey. It's Rey Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Ray Star Wars.
It looks it's
March
very
the
cute.
22nd be with you. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking. It's the Imperial March 22nd.
Number 1 podcast, man. Thanks. Alan.
I'm glad you all are enjoying the podcast. We're enjoying making it. We're enjoying using it as an excuse to watch more movies. Thank you to 4 Men and a Camera. What's good, Luke and Reese? I love Star Wars. Great. Well, you're in the right place. So do we.
Yeah. Luke Seal Walker.
We're doing another episode of the podcast tonight that is also a movie related. We're talking about a movie.
We are. Can we say what it is?
Yeah.
It's The Graduate.
Grab
You guys
it
know The
over there.
Graduate?
Have you guys seen The Graduate? Any
From
film students out
1960.
there who will have watched The Graduate?
From 1967.
I had never seen it. I'm glad I did. It's a classic coming of age story.
Soundtrack.
And I've had the soundtrack for ages. Classic Simon and Garfunkel tunes on there. Mrs. Robinson, which was written for this film. I don't know that I knew that going in. But I'm excited to talk about that tonight. So that episode is actually going to be out next Sunday. So stay tuned. If you want, watch The Graduate over the course of the week, and then you can talk about it with us. You can listen to us talk about it on the podcast. Woo! So I've got some sabers. I got some sabers here. Did you guys grow up with these guys? This was always my favorite.
Where's the red one?
It's right here.
You get that?
This one, so this is the iconic one. I think we all had this one with the big red button.
I have that.
This is like classic prequel era
Hey, Charlie.
Walmart lightsaber. And they're the best because they're indestructible. And they're simple. It's just a big red button. Here, flick that open. There's no mechanism in it. There's nothing. There's no sound effects. Doesn't need it.
It's so...
There you go.
It's just like...
It's hardy. It's a little bulky, you know? They all are, because they've got to house the lightsaber. I watched a full video essay one time about just the evolution of lightsaber toys. That's a great one. If you can find that. I don't know who did it, but that's a great video. But, the whole kind of thesis is that lightsaber toys suck these days. And it's true.
Right.
You go to Walmart and there's nothing, you know. They don't resemble.
Because I'm always like trying to go to Walmart.
Yeah, and buy up some lightsabers.
I'm just trying to buy them up,
Well,
but they're just awful now, and I just can't buy them.
I like to check them out. But like seriously, it's hard to make. I'm forgetting. He had a list, right? So like you want it to be durable, and you want it to look like the lightsaber from the movie,
right?
And you want it to whatever. And these check a lot of the boxes. They're not particularly screen accurate, but what they do very well. They have one feature, and that is that they close up. They telescope down, and then they open back up. So you can stick them on your belt, and then you can grab them and open them up, and then battle, and then put them back on your belt. I always thought
they have a little.
Yeah, you can bring it to school. You can bring it to school with you. It's compact. You know what I mean?
It's fit in your backpack.
That's right. And then you whip it open, whip it open, bam, just like a real Jedi. And then you and your buddies can just duel on the playground. And so that's why those I think were so prominent, because it just does everything it needs you to do. At the end of the day, it's just a stick that you hit.
Yeah.
But what I always liked about this one, I found this at a thrift store sometime when I was young. I don't know. I never saw these in stores, but hold up that hilt for them. These things are big, you know, because they got to fit the whole telescoping. I don't know what they did here. I think the plastic's just thinner. And to be honest with you, if you fought with this very much, I think it would bust. But look how thin the hilt is. And I always loved that because I felt like when I closed it up.
What is that?
I feel like that's like the size that the real one is. Like, hold that. You know, you feel like that feels like the actual Skywalker's saber. And that always satisfied me in a special sort of way.
It does. But
of course, it's made of plastic.
Is just
it does.
so
It feels substantial.
Is this Mace
It's a little
Windu?
wimpy. So that's Mace Windu's. That was my.
So. Why is it so huge?
It is enormous. Well, because it's got to fit all these electronics in here. This one makes sound effects when you swing it around. It doesn't anymore.
Oh my god!
And it does that. It's spring loaded, so you don't have to flick it. It's got a button that you, and it springs open. What kind of lightsaber?
Darth Maul, stop! I'm gonna lightsaber you. Anyway.
What kind of lightsabers did you all have growing up? So I have another one of these. This is the same as the Windu saber, but it's the Skywalker. And it's a little bit smaller, but it does the same thing. It's got a button in it. Yeah. And these are durable too, and they lit up. They had lights in them that lit up back in the day.
How old is this?
I don't know. Probably, I don't know. 2000 pre-2010, I bet you. 2000
It's 2006.
2006. It's like yeah. So these got a lot of use when I was growing up.
I played the 2005 Battlefront 2.
I don't have any green ones. I never had any green saber. That's not true. I have some little wimpy ones downstairs, but these four were kind of my main. Yeah, we can go to that. Hang on one second.
If you want.
Just 1 second. Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Dude, this is me if I'm like a Sith Lord. This is me if like Luke Skywalker walked in. I'm a Sith Lord. Whoo, 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 whoo. Whoa, hey, oh, Luke, I am a Sith Lord. Right, guys? What do you guys think about that? Was that good? What do you guys? Is that? No, my broccoli sink's gone, unfortunately, but I wish I still had it. Thank you guys. I'm just trying it out, you know. Reese, wake up. What does that mean?
I'm ditching the hair. I gave up. I'm always just watching my hair on these because I wear a hat at work all day. And I get off work and I get on here and it's like it's all flat on the top and I think too much about it. So I'm just done. I'm done.
That's okay. That's all good.
We took a long time to get going today. I don't know if y'all noticed. We took a long time to get going. So I'm sorry for that. I know it's 11:15 for those of you in our time zone. And that's our bad. But you know what we were doing?
We were doing something important. Right?
Very important. We went to the post office.
The post office to our PO box.
You should shave it all off. You think I should? You think I should, Mona? I thought about it many times. I've threatened to do it many times. I think I'm gonna let it. I don't know. I wanna let it get really long. It's definitely slowed down. It's definitely slowed down its growth. But I think this is as long. I mean, it's so curly you can't tell. But when it's all down, like this might be probably as long as it's ever been. And I'm experimenting with different things to do with it. What do you guys? Do you think I should keep growing it out? What do you think I should do with it? How do you think I should cut? I wanted to cut. I was totally convinced I was going to cut it the other day. I was going to like cut some layers into it, not significantly, like lengthwise. But I've kind of decided I might let it grow, like let the layers grow out to be kind of about the same length. I was looking at Robert Plant's hair. That is some hair.
Oh yeah, I know, man.
And I love that. Don't shave it. I won't. Thank you. Oh. I just want to see, yeah, but. Cause it's like I feel like I can do this in my 20s, like early 20s. I don't know that I can do this in my like 30s. Or I don't know if I want to. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking recently. Is like when I have a kid, it's gotta go.
Have that.
It's gotta go.
It's just a little too much.
Well, it's like it's a little too much, and I don't want to deal with all of that when I have a kid. Also,
it's just too
you know
much
what I mean?
It's like, yeah,
stop thinking
of that.
It's too much to think about. So. Yeah. I know it's a dead horse, but had Frank Heffley appeared in their movie kid freshman year, how would you guys have portrayed him? Says Kirsch Content LLC. That's interesting. That is interesting. What do you think about that? I mean, we didn't include him strictly because we didn't have the means to. We didn't have an actor that would have been able to do it really.
Because you gotta capture that Steve Zahn and
it's too much to live up to. Yeah,
because
we could have got Steve Zahn.
Well, now
we have a few connections to him. Actually, funny enough, but
he probably just would have been like really. I don't know.
It was too. He appears in animated form.
He is in it.
Good. He is in it. Yeah. We just didn't have. Yeah. Yo, is that the cop from freshman year?
Is it?
I am.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah, that's me.
That's interesting. That is you.
That's me. I'm the cop from freshman year. That's who I am. Star Wars should have been bought by Universal instead of Disney. Do you agree? Because Disney, more like Disney. They're so woke. We'll get into that. Buddy. Hey, buddy. Whoa, buddy. I'm not interested in all of that. Let's
drop that.
Thank you, 4 Minute a Camera. The YouTube app doesn't like even amounts for some reason. I love the podcast, by the way. Thank you. Also, I think just another boring teen sent one of y'all a message. I think. Well, that's great. We'll get to that in a moment. Did he send you a message?
Yeah.
Well, respond to it if you like.
He's actually going crazy in that photo.
Damn!
Oh my! He's actually looking handsome.
Damn. I like that. That's nice. The original actor didn't show. That's true. For the cop, that's true.
Is that
somebody else lined up? Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. So we went to the post office. Henry says One More Night at Freddy's is dropping tomorrow. Is that true? Yeah. No, it's not.
I thought I didn't recycle and Luke smelled like his bed sheets, but now it's flipped.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, no. That's not how it. That's not the truth. That's just not true. That's just not true right there. Get your facts straight. So we went to the post office. That's what we did.
We did, yeah. We went to the
And we had 2 pieces of mail. We got 2 pieces of mail.
We had a letter. We had a big package.
Big old package. It's so fun. I've actually never had to do this. So we went to the PO box, and we unlocked it, and inside was a key, and I was like, what could that be for? And it said on the key, use the key to go to locker 1. And then the key will stay in there. And I was like, oh, it's like a scavenger hunt. I use my key to get another key to get it into a bigger box. And so we went and found the locker and then opened it up, and there was a big old package in there from Mona.
Yeah.
Who I know had sent us some stuff. So, I want to ask you if you want us to open it. We can open it on. We literally just got it. So we can open it on stream right now, or we can open it in private after the stream. Is totally up to you, because I don't want you to be put on this, if there's something you don't want shown, and I mean we'll obviously cover your address and everything like that, but don't dox me. Yeah, no, we're not we're not gonna show the package, but if you want us to do whatever you want, to be honest. Well, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? What do you want?
Do you want to start on it?
Who is the letter from? Juniper. If you're here, then let us know if you want us to open it. But otherwise, just know we got it and know that we appreciate it. And if there is anything in there that is cool that we want to show, that you guys are cool with showing, we can show it maybe next week after we open it. So Luke Steele should make a film starring Suk Leals, and the film is about Cease Revetican as Reese Kevetican, who is schizophrenia.
Who is schizophrenia. I want to see your live reaction, so yes, open
okay.
Here.
buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay, let's do it. Do you want to? I want to.
Will you? How do you want to do
it? Just put it down here. Bring it around behind you. Down low.
Because I have a history
of spoiling things, of giving away
information,
important personal information. We don't want any of that. Okay. I knew that. What door? What door are you talking about there?
Some kid reference.
Oh, I know that. I need
something to open it.
A knife or something? Give me one moment. Let me find something.
I knew that door had a lock on it.
This is exciting. It's been a long time since we've opened mail.
I'm excited.
We're getting it. We're getting it.
Can I rip it?
No. You have to untie it.
That's impossible.
This is interesting. This is a white Walmart bag. Our Walmart only has the gray ones. Does your Walmart have white trash bag? Or not trash bag, Walmart bags? Let us know. Oh, great. Cool. Is that cool? Do you want us to open it on stream? Taco Cat? I didn't realize you were Juniper. How fun. Cool.
You gotta take... I can't do this. This is impossible.
It is crazy that it is crazy. Okay. I'm gonna rip it, I think.
It's literally
I think
what
that's
I
okay.
said. It's just a Walmart.
Oh, look at
Look
this.
at,
Look at this. Oh, that's so fun. I love that. We have a book. No.
Secret of the old clock.
Oh, this is great. We got some artwork. This is awesome. We got little drawings of everybody. I love it. This is so much fun.
You guys love books. We do love books. Yeah. 2 original mysteries back to back.
I love that. It's all our what is our fandom name? Wait, let's see. We do love book. We love to read. Yeah, I think this seems I like you added fruit flies on there, it looks like later. So these are different proposed names for the fandom. I know. Fruit cups, fruit snacks, fruity children, the Balkan League, that's a deep cut. The fruit roll-ups, the berries, the Luke Sealsers, or the Alex Writers, or the fruit flies, which is that's my choice. That's my favorite. I love this.
This is awesome.
I will read your letter. Well, I want to read it now, but I don't want you guys to have to watch me just read for a while. This is so sweet. We have more books.
There's more books. There's another.
Oh my god. That's incredible. Actually, that is so cool. That is so cool. It's a collection of Grimm's fairy tales.
What is that?
Grimm's fairy tales. Something. Oh.
For you.
Made you guys some homemade stickers. It's my first time making them. I hope they work as stickers. I've decided to give Luke the pineapple a new home with you guys. I think it's only fitting since he's a fruit. Maybe y'all can keep him in a jar or something. Please don't.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack. Is Luke Steele's Luke Skywalker in disguise?
Yeah.
You know it. You know it.
Is that even a question?
Please don't. They say. Anyway, I love y'all. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Mona. Thank you. Wow. You know we love you.
So is this?
You know you love you too. These are the stickers, I think. Or are they?
Like...
I think it's a little package. It's a little pouch. These are sick. These are sick. Look at this.
What is that? This little guy right there.
That's the pineapple. That is a little guy. Look at that. This is so fun. You're so creative. I love this little cat. These are so cool.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to lose them, so let's put them in here. You should mail. Yes! You should mail us stuff. We love getting mail, and we love it. I don't know. I'm very, very excited about this. My dad has a collection of Grimm's fairy tales, though I don't know that it's this one. What a wow. That's so great. So great. That's wow. I love that. Thank you all.
Cool. It's two.
I know. It's two separate Nancy Drew stories. I read a lot of Hardy Boys back in the day. I love the covers. I love that. I like that they're.
Yeah.
Is it written like that? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It flips in the middle. That's so cool. What a creative way to do it. I love that. Luke, if Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
That's tricky.
Up your butt. Oh!
Oh, I didn't mean to hit that.
I don't know. I don't know where they are.
Third book.
This is so cool. Why are you're the coolest? You're the coolest ever. March 2025.
Wow.
This is very recently. Oh. Cool. I'm excited. I'm going to dig into this. Let's dig into this after the stream. God, you're so cool. When a doctor doctors a doctor, does the doctor doing the doctoring doctor as the doctor being doctored wants to be doctored, or does the doctor doing the doctoring doctor as he wants to doctor? As much wood as a woodchuck could chuck.
That's lit. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mona. We all adore you, for real. No, don't apologize. It's long. I want it to be long. I want more. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm genuinely really excited to read it. You're the best. Seriously the best.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is great.
Grab that letter over there. I want to see the fan art. I'm so excited to read the book. That's right.
It's that.
Well, you've seen this. Was it on? Where was that? Where did we see that?
On
was
the
it on
Discord?
Yeah, I love it. They crammed they put all our logos, all the films
Good Adventure,
in a jar.
Battleship.
I know they went deep. Milk cabinet, spideries. I love that. Fruit cruiser. Yeah, shower monsters in there.
Oh, look at all the little fruits.
No lake monster though.
Nope.
Not yet. But you just wait. There's gonna be a sick title for that. I saw your message. Just another boring teen. I'll get to it in a minute. Okay. I'll get to it in just a minute. And there's a letter with this one as well. Thank you, Taco Cat. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What?
Thank you so much. I love it. It's going on a wall somewhere. So glad you are a part of this. And you're here and we're doing it. So, thank you so much. So much love right back at you. Oh boy, we're not playing with enough Star Wars toys. I feel like
start playing more Star Wars toy. But we have a
grab that container over there. This is one of my collections of the original trilogy, original line of action figures from many years ago.
Kenner?
And it's kind of all the Kenner stuff. You guys know these? It's a good old Tusken Raider right there. Some would call him a Tusken Tater, maybe.
Ooh, that's man.
You super folders out there know what I'm talking about.
There you go.
You stooky super folders out there know. So that's those vinyl capes, classic.
Yeah.
I think the Jawas with the vinyl capes go for like $1,000 or something.
Were there Jawas with vinyl capes?
Yeah, that's one of the rare ones. There's that, and then there's what is it? There's the tall snaggletooth. Yeah. Is also incredibly rare.
The blue
tall snaggletooth. I've unfortunately got the lame short snaggletooth.
I wish I had.
It's not nearly as cool.
Either.
But
Luke.
Take what you can get. We got Luke seals.
You got Luke seals. So are we gonna play?
You grew up with Star Wars action figures. I grew up with WWE action figures. We're not the same. No, we're not. We're absolutely not. I remember seeing kids play with WWE figures like on the bus. That was something. I rode the bus for like a year when I was in elementary school. I just remember kids trading WWE figures, and I just remember thinking, man, that's just not. There's something fundamentally different about their brain chemistry. You know?
Yeah.
They're just not the same.
R2.
I'm joking. I'm joking a little bit. I mean, it's very much the same, actually. But Owen asks if he can be the Stormtrooper. Of course. Well, that's a Power of the Force Stormtrooper.
That is, yeah.
That's an outlier there. Is that
Solo.
Actually? It's Solo, yeah. I just thought he looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger there, doesn't he? A little bit.
Well, they're all like super buff.
Really buff. Really like. Yeah. I got a message from Davis. Look. That's sick. Where is he?
That's where I want to be right now.
Wow, that's awesome. Everybody say hi, Davis. I don't think he's in the chat, but I want to give him some attention. I'll show this to him later. Y'all should take all the action figures and make a soap opera out of them. That's cute. I like that. We can do that. That's fun. Let me answer AJ. Let me see what AJ's got going on. Oh, my phone died. But I think I read all of it. He said, so 4 Men and a Camera and Just Another Boring Teen are making a film called The Great War, which is to be, I think it's a zombie, I think it's some sort of a zombie film. I don't know that there's all that much information known about it, but there was a poster that I saw on the Discord this last week. They were working on that. So I'm joking, I know, begrudgingly. I'm joking. I love you, Just Another Boring Teen. Really, I love you, dude, for real. You know that, right? You know that. And your movie's gonna be sick. So, what did he say? Did you read it?
4 Men and a Camera care package.
That's right. They're gonna send us something. So we'll open that. We'll open that next week on the stream. So yeah, that's on the way, and we'll definitely we'll clue you all in when that nears its release, or a trailer or whatever. I want to be supporting each other and showing each other. Speaking of Gonk droid. Speaking of, I want to, and there's no infrastructure for this yet, but I think it'd be sick if we, maybe weekly, maybe less often, did a little, like award show almost for your all's artwork that you're putting in the Discord, because we've had Discord for what was that? That wasn't last week we started it, was it? 2 weeks ago? Speaking of, let me drop the link to the Discord in the chat. If anybody is interested in joining, and you're not already, I'm gonna invite you to join, because it's a really cool place where a lot of sick stuff is going down. And I just got the idea from seeing all the cool artwork that you all are posting in there. Oh no, they're gonna make me sign in. I didn't know it was like that.
That's just too bad.
I didn't know they were like that. Discord. World Discord. Oh dear. There we go. Let's see. Bear with me. Bear with me, you guys. Bear with me now. Okay. I'm almost there. There it is. Bam. Should I pin it?
Yes.
Bam. Okay. Now you probably saw that. But which one?
Oh, it was Davis is in the chat.
Oh, is it Davis? Yes. Davis, we gotta go with you to that. I love all the artwork on the walls. That's so sick. What was I talking about? The Discord. You all have been posting such incredible artwork. I want to give you all a platform. I want to prop some of you guys up and highlight some of our favorite stuff that has been going on over there. So, we didn't do this officially at all. I think the plan is to make some sort of system where people can submit. Join the Discord for free. Mona is preaching it. Join the Discord for free and get the Patreon for $1. That's right. I think the plan is to make some sort of spot where you can submit your work, and then it will be voted on, perhaps, and then we'll have somebody highlighted out of the bunch. But this week, I want to just personally, I want you all to know about a little project that is called Me Killing You, which is a little bit of a horror film, a little bit of a found footage style horror film in the vein of Creep. I'm very much influenced by the film Creep, if you guys have seen that. Let me pull up if I can find it. I don't know if Kodak. Kodak is the creator. I don't know if they want me to post a link to it or anything, but so I won't. But you can find it in the Discord. So if you want to see that, join the Discord. Go to the Promote Yourself tab, and the film is in there. And I watched it the other day, and I thought it was really fun and cool. I just thought it was really fun and cool, and it just looks like a lot of friends who really wanted to get creative. Hey, 4 Minute of Camera. Thanks for the shout out. I will tell you more later about the film, Luke. Yes, I want to hear about it. I'm excited to see it come together. I think I saw there was like a production still I saw of you guys like looked like behind the scenes like shooting something. Yeah, I'm excited to see that. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in seeing some of your peers' work, check out the Discord and check out. So it's not just that. There's all kinds of stuff going on in there. All kinds of really great artwork that you can see, and that we've really loved seeing and being inspired by what you guys are doing. So check them out. Shout out to Kodak and great work on that project, on that film. I thought it was cool. I thought it was really cool. So cursed content. Okay, that's you. I got you. I'm figuring out who's who. They say, "Hey, thanks. It was so much fun filming. It took a lazy morning and made it into something special." Exactly. That's exactly. That's like when that reminds me of like Milk Cabinet or like those sorts of projects, that like the Joel Haver style, just like set aside a day, or even like when we do this. Like this is just my Saturday night's gonna be spent doing this or that or doing whatever. But I like. That's just a chunk of time that I can squeeze in once a week after work, coming home, and by the time I go to sleep, I feel like I've really got something done because I was able to hop on here and talk to you guys and make a podcast episode and spend time with my best friend here.
Oh, thank you. So I'm just looking at these Star Wars toys.
Who's your favorite?
Oh, him.
Ponda Baba?
His
Walrus face.
His flippers.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know the story.
I don't know if I do.
The Kinner.
I mean, I know.
Well, I think kind of all of them.
I know about.
So
him,
from
I know about Big Head Han.
Yeah, I have Big Head Han. I have both of them. Let me go see. I'll go in a minute. I all of the A New Hope figures I have separate. Though I'd have some repeats in here. Yeah. But all of the Mos Eisley critters, of which there are several. There's Snaggletooth, there's Walrus Head, Greedo, Hammerhead, Walrus Man. What's his official name? What do they call him? Walrus Man?
I don't know.
Is he in there?
I don't think. Oh, yeah, Walrus Man.
Yeah. Several of whose names I think were made up by the Kenner team. But they were sent, in order to make these action figures, they were sent black and white production stills from the set.
Yes.
So, and probably most of them just from like the shoulders up, right? So,
hence
they kind of just made up the rest. So they're not very screen accurate. Especially Greedo. Greedo's in this like flight suit kind of deal.
It's so good though.
And like he's not wearing that, but he's kind of got like the vest. Like again, I think they could see like some of it. But so they just made up the rest, and yeah, so hence the Snaggletooth thing. They made him tall, and then they realized he was a little short guy, and they corrected it and made a little short guy. But you get weird oddities like his flippers for feet, and he has hands where that's actually one of my favorite Star Wars oddities. Is in the original Star Wars, 1977, the original Star Wars. This guy, Ponda Baba, and his buddy, Dr. Evazan, bother Luke. They're picking on him at the bar. And you see Ponda Baba, Walrus Man, this guy, grab Luke by the shoulder and swing him around and kind of grunt at him. And when he grabs him, he's got a flipper for a hand. He's got a big ol' like spoon of a hand.
Yeah.
And then Obi-Wan comes over and he's like, hey, what are you trying to do? and he tries to talk it over with Dr. Evazan, who's not having it. I'm wanted in 10 part systems. Yeah. You'll be dead. And then, so he cuts off he pulls a lightsaber on them, and he cuts off Walrus Man's arm.
He does.
And then we see his arm laying there on the floor, and he has a furry little wolf hand.
He does, yeah. Why is that?
Little mistake there, a little production mistake. That's the kind of thing we would do though, because who cares? You know what I mean? That's kind of the attitude when you're making a movie. That works. That's an arm. You know what I mean? They grabbed whatever arm they had laying around and laid it on the floor. It was probably a reshoot. It was probably a pickup later on. Because I want to say there are production photos of the flipper on the ground as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
But yeah, you can really clearly see the whole rest of the scene, and in just like production stills, he has flippers, and up to the point where his arm gets cut off. But I think they rectified it a little bit. You know, I was really excited when I saw Rogue One for the first time, and
they show up.
Walrus Man and Dr. Evazan show up in Rogue One, which is maybe the most egregious moment of fan service in that movie, in my opinion.
I would be inclined to agree.
Because they like bump into Jen. It's like a recreation. It's like, what do you bump? You know. But the thing I was paying attention to, literally first watch of Rogue One, I see these two, and I go, oh shit, which hand does he have? Which hand did they give him? And I think he has furry hands. I think he's got furry wolf hands.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. He's furry wolf hands.
Yeah, because that's what I would choose too. Because that's the one you get a real clear look at when you see it on the ground there. So I think that's probably the canon. Yeah. And his species is very interesting. I'm forgetting their name. They show up in the prequels in somewhat of an altered form. See, I always thought this mouth thing he's got going on. You know what I'm talking about? I thought that was like flesh, right? He's got two like little, he's got like a butt on his face. He's got two little, you know what I mean?
What is that?
Well, in the prequels, there are a bunch of guys that look just like that, except instead of the butt face, they've got tusks. They're like two tusks. And they made them kind of spidery looking. I think they were going kind of arachnid. And they have 4 eyes. And kind of they've got hair. And I remember doing some research, and they are the same species. They are from the same planet. I think they're just like different, maybe races of the same species, or different. Maybe they live on different sides of the planet or something. But isn't that curious? Isn't that interesting? Because they're in like all the Senate meetings and stuff. They're all throughout the prequels.
I mean, that's fascinating.
It is. It is. I think it's fascinating.
In Quadaneros.
Ugnaught anyone?
Do you like Sebulba?
I do like Sebulba. I like that he walks on his hands.
I
always thought that was really cool. Sebulba, no. Well, a Sebulban is
a Sebulba. A Sebulba.
Yeah, in Jabba's palace.
Sebulba, he doesn't make it out. Does he die?
No, because he goes poodoo.
Right, I'm thinking of every other pod race. Ben Quadaneros doesn't make it.
No. Does he ever get going? Or is he the one that's always stuck at the start?
Dude, maybe I'm just... who's the little guy that screams? The little, like...
With, like, the long head?
Yeah. He explodes.
He's got 4 arms, and he's got little buzz droids. Not buzz droids, pot droids. Is that what they're called? Pit droids. Yeah, pit. With the noses. They're in the... Yeah.
The 2-headed alien? The, like,
yes.
Have you seen the, like, picture?
Live action one?
God, I wish that...
Weird, right?
I wish they did that.
It's weird. Originally, that was going to be live action. the pod race commentators.
I would love to see.
Is Badu here? Whoa. He is! Sebulba D's nuts. Yeah. Whoa. A little bit of a... who is he? A bit of a Death Star operator. Who is that? That's an Imperial AT-AT drive? No. Who is he?
I think that's like Mace Windu.
What's this guy's name? Anybody know?
Who is that?
He's got like half a bowling ball on his head. He's clearly some sort of Imperial officer, but I'm blanking. What does he do? Here's the AT-AT driver. I do love that they have like flight helmets, like as if it was supplying oxygen to them, but they're in the cockpit with other guys that don't have those on or just walking around. So I've always wondered why the hell do they have to wear those?
It kind of looks cool.
It does look cool. That's for sure. My favorite is Hammerhead. Because he's kind of spindly and like I love he's like all veiny. His legs are like covered in like he's oddly more like sculpted than the others are, and I've just always found him very intriguing. He's like a tree kind of. He looks like an Ent from Lord of the Rings to me a little bit.
I like his blue.
I always
like
them.
What is that? Just like a
yeah, some sort of tunic. Ain't that an ATST driver? I bet you it is. Yeah, from Return, you think he's a chicken walker.
Oh, maybe.
Driver. Yeah, that seems right. That does seem right. I'm not picturing it though, unfortunately. Is this Boba the Obi-Wan with the bowed legs? Yeah, look at him. Like his legs are all bowed. Do you know the Boba Fett lore? Of course, man. So, well, you want to tell the story? I've been telling the story.
I guess there was a prototype of the Boba Fett figure that had this little rocket here. There's a button on his back. You'd press it, and the rocket would shoot out.
That's right.
But I guess they were like, this is too dangerous.
Not only was there a prototype, they advertised it as such. There were like magazine ads that had the figure with the firing rocket, and then because it was like a mail order toy,
right?
And the kids got the figure
with
the rocket, but it's been glued in place because they thought kids would choke on them.
Maybe that's a good decision.
But you know what I have? Careful with him.
Oh, careful.
You're gonna loosen up his joints, man. I've got in like 2011.
Yeah.
They did a version with the firing rocket, and I sent in. I have it. Yeah. I think I've got it with the. Let me go find my original run of figurines. Are you guys enjoying this?
I am.
Is there any new Star Wars stuff still being made? I know the movies are wrapped, but are they still making like Mandalorian or other stuff? Yeah, they are. The most recent thing is a series called The Skeleton Crew.
Did you watch
which
that?
I watched the first 2 episodes of and really enjoyed. And that's as far as I got. I didn't go back to it. I really am missing films. I'm missing Star Wars films.
Isn't there like a new trilogy coming out?
Supposedly there's going to be a Rey-centric trilogy after the sequels, which I'm all for. I know there's a collective that are not, but I think Daisy Ridley could hold down kind of a wise I don't know. I like seeing maybe like where her character may go to. Cuz I don't know. Maybe I want Rey to be more than she is. I want her to be a successful character in the universe. So supposedly that's going on, and then there's the Mandalorian and Grogu film, which that will be a movie, as far as I know. Yeah, just another boring teen says the Mandalorian and Grogu movie is releasing in May 2026. And Ahsoka season 2 is also 2026. Andor season 2. Andor season 2 is really soon. I never finished Andor season 1. I think I would love it now. I think I was not mature enough for it when it came out. I don't think I could sit through it. These days, I think I would eat it up.
Yeah,
I just need some patience. I know it's long and slow. But that is no reason not to. I just don't have the time in my week, to be honest with you, to sit down and watch a show like that, which is sad. I miss when I did, but I should set aside some time. Maybe after season 2 comes out, I'll watch both of them. Maybe I'll just do that. Ugh. So, yeah, but I love some of the shows, but I miss the event of a movie. A movie has staying power. You go back, you rewatch a movie. It's digestible, but it feels big. A show is somehow longer, yet less significant. You know, it's more media, but it feels like less.
I think the last did Obi-Wan come out after Boba Fett, or is that before?
It was after, yeah.
Obi-Wan was the last show I watched.
Yeah.
Haven't watched a Star Wars show since. What has come out? Ahsoka, Andor.
I really liked Ahsoka. I really did enjoy it. I really liked Ahsoka. Andor was before Obi-Wan.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
No.
You didn't watch Mandalorian 3.
No, I didn't.
It wasn't as good.
I know.
But
I didn't even need to.
It wasn't awful, but it wasn't as good.
Did Andor
Ahsoka really is quite good.
Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
No.
The biggest problem with Ahsoka, though, is that you need so much. It's very much relying on you being a fan of Rebels and the Clone Wars and all of those.
Is Thrawn in that?
And I don't know that Rosario Dawson. She's great, but she doesn't. She kind of feels like a different character to me than the Ahsoka from the animated shows. She's reserved. She's kind of. I don't want to say bland because it's an intentional. She's kind of I don't know. She's like very soft spoken and like, but she's wiser now, so maybe that's, I don't know. I'm still trying to I'm still getting used to the different voice and all that, you know. The Rey films have been put on hold. Okay, yeah. Supposed to start releasing in December 2026. Now that is Yep. Next film past Mandalorian is going to be Heir of the Empire. Yeah, interesting. I don't know.
What's the Star Wars hotel?
Is that like Disney World?
Yeah, the one that's like closed now.
Yeah, I mean, I never went. I couldn't tell you.
It's a good video.
Anybody go to the Star Wars hotel? I remember seeing like concept art when they were building it and thinking that's gonna be so cool.
Well, there's Ginny Nicholson.
No.
There's a good Ginny Nicholson video about it. It's a good watch. It's an interesting place. It seems awful, honestly.
I do love the Lego Star Wars. I do love me some Lego Star Wars stuff. I eat that up myself. I did.
Dude, are you gonna get Big Head Han?
Yeah, hang on.
Dude, get Big Head Han. I want to play with him. I want to play with Big Head Han, bruh. Greedo. What's your favorite Star Wars alien? Mine's been Quadaneros from Pod Racing. Freaky? I don't know. Probably like. What is that? Probably like, I don't know. God, Jabba can get freaky, I think. Wait. Yeah, Pedro Pascal. Pedro? He hasn't been on set. You can see Jack Black. Jack Black was in The Mandalorian season 3, right? Lizzo and Jack Black. You just got for the Minecraft movie with Jack Black? Sorry, I'm putting all. Show me the here. Here he is. Here's the gonk droid. He kind of like walks a little bit. I really want to play with Big Head Han, but he's not. He can't. I guess he's struggling to find him. I don't know. I want to play with him though. The Gonk droid. Eggman. That's Jim Carrey now. If that was true, if Luke is actually evil, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, we're getting to him.
What is that?
I really gotta work through my pile before we get to.
Okay.
I picked this up, so I've got a stack of these, and I think the one you're looking for is on the bottom. But I thought I need to pick these up anyway, so I thought I'd bring these in. There's a lot of good stuff in here. I take this very seriously, or I did back in the day.
Do you have Sebulba?
I do. I know. I saw him, and I saw Ponda Baba, and so that's the Jedi case. That's all the classic Jedis. This is my thing. This is what I did growing up. This is what I did. Show them. This is all the Jedis. All my Jedis. It's not even all of them. It's just the important ones. So this is all Luke. That's all Luke on the top. There's Yoda. There's a bunch of Anakin. Rey's in there.
There's Qui-Gon.
down there. Qui-Gon, of course.
Mace Windu. That's
Couple
called
of Kit Fistos.
Is that Plo Koon?
That's Plo Koon. You guys like Plo Koon? It was serious for little kid Luke, and it's serious now too. So there's that.
Where did he stay? Where you have the room?
They used to be on the wall. That's the evil case. That's the Sith Lord, and others. Vader. That's my favorite Palpatine. Got some Kylos. I love that Snoke figure. I really love that Snoke. Bunch of General Grievuses.
4.
Couple Mauls. I got Plagueis.
Whoa, can I take him out?
Yeah, dude.
Plagueis. That's funny. It's Vader. This is great stuff.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that Snoke killer? I just always love that one.
I like this
Krennic, Admiral Krennic, and Hux, and Tarkin, the Praetorian Guards there. Yeah, that's
It's Phasma.
Force Awakens.
Oh shit. Anakin.
I like that Maul too. He's kind of stupid.
Is that Clone Wars?
That's
that?
from
Is
a
that
comic book. That's not canon anymore. But that was Maul's return before he showed up in the Clone Wars. He was in
His horns.
he was in a comic, and yeah, his horns get real long, and he goes and like he kills Owen or something. I mean, he doesn't.
Owen.
He like fights with Uncle Owen on Tatooine. But the comic like came with a figure of Maul. That's where I got that one from.
Okay.
So that's great. That's great stuff. Thanks for entertaining me here. Yeah, that's just creatures. That's all. Jeez. Yeah, they've all got their accessories in there with them. You know him.
I love this guy.
He's in Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi. He's got like a staff, with skulls and stuff. Yeah, so there's original Walrus Man, and there's a little bit of an updated Walrus Man.
And what this is like.
And Dr. Evazan. There you go. Look, now they're buddies. That's how they're meant to be.
Who is
together.
that? This is a Jabba.
He's like a yeah, that's from Return of the Jedi. That's great. I love that I can tell. You know, that's a Power of the Force figure. Just like the materials, like the types of rubber the cape is made of, and things. I love that I know like what era these are from.
Trust me, dude.
This one's an oddball though. Like his waist swivels. Like I don't know when that was made. This guy Evazan has an interesting backstory if you look into it. He's got Watto there. There's remember him?
You have my favorite. Oh my! I love this.
Mantis creature. Oh man.
All the Jabba aliens.
Dr. Evazan is like a failed plastic surgeon. You know about that? That's his like backstory. Buff Greedo there. Here's this is a great figure. This is a Hammerhead figure. This is one of my prized ones. I just always thought the sculpt is great, the paint is great. Isn't he just? It's just a great figurine right there. I like him too. Like he's you see his head poke up in Mos Eisley?
Yeah.
He's the weird like
you know.
That's just great.
I love these.
And this
guys.
dude, look at this dude.
I've always liked that guy.
I got that at a comic convention. Probably the Lexington one. But yeah, the Duros there.
Pod racers.
Some couple of pod. We were just talking about them. Is this fun? Are you guys enjoying this?
I'm enjoying it.
We said we were gonna play Star Wars. That's what we're doing.
Watto.
Boba.
He's so small. I guess he's that small.
He's that small. He's probably smaller than that, actually. Oh no!
Is he okay?
He lost his iPad.
I'm so sorry.
You know the design team didn't like this design for Watto. I remember watching in the webisodes, the Phantom Menace webisodes. Yeah, his wings aren't big enough. They wouldn't support his body, so they decided to start thinking of it like he has helium in his belly, and that's how he floats. That's why he's got a big old belly. So that's Watto. Little Gungan. I don't have a Jar Jar. You know who that is?
He looks familiar. I don't though.
That's General Grievous, pre-cyborg.
Oh,
that's flesh and blood General Grievous right there. And yeah, his helmet comes off somehow. It's like,
is that canon?
Check that out. It was at one time. I don't know if it is now. That's also just a sick figure. Yeah, here.
God, I'm obsessed with this guy.
There we go.
Wow. That is what he would look like.
Greg Heffley, actor, is coming to STX Comic Con. That's awesome. I'd love to meet him. I wonder if you think he's seen freshman year.
I hope so.
Can you ask him if you're going? If you're going, you're probably not going. If anybody's going, if anybody meets him, please. I want to know if any of them have seen. I mean, probably not, right? But in the off chance.
Who is this?
That's baby Tusken Raider. You know, it always really bugged me because look at this. So I love me some Tusken Raiders.
Okay.
You know, the classic. You know, when we see them in, that's a great one too. When we see them in Attack of the Clones, Anakin kills them. Not just the men, but the women and the children too. So the filmmakers had the challenge of bringing the women and children to life. The women and children Tusken Raiders to life. And so they designed this beautiful new design that's specific to the female costuming. And it's in the same vein as the Tusken Raiders that we see in A New Hope, but it's a little bit different. They've got those this kind of this big like headdress. It's sick looking, and the kids are like they've got these little they've got these specific things. And then we see another Tusken Raider tribe in the Book of Boba Fett, and they just all look like the masculine outfits, which I can forgive by just saying, oh, it's a different tribe of them. They have different customs and different things. Maybe this was specific to the ones we see in Attack of the Clones. But it just feels like a wasted opportunity. I like the idea of expanding. Because, you think all of them wear that exact same mask? No. So I just really like that. Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
Yeah, the kids in the little basket in the bed. Isn't that cool? Hello, Leah. Is it Leah or Leia? Star Wars. Hello, Leah. Thank you for being a fan. Thank you for being a fan. Thanks, Emma. So that's that there. You know these Jawas where the light shines in through the top of the head and lights up the eyes? I thought that was clever. That's classic stuff there.
Dude, this guy, he's just the best.
He is the best. He's very Muppet, isn't he? He's very Jim Henson to me.
He's kind of cute.
Yeah.
He's just like a cute little alien.
Of course, Emma. You know who this is?
I don't.
That's a Mustafar alien. Tending the lava. I just always liked that design as well. He's very bug-like.
Yeah, I like all the bug-looking ones.
I have a few of them. Do you know this guy here?
He's in is he even in the movie?
He's not in the movie. That was the joke. What's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue, man.
I think it's just Walrus Man.
No. Oh man. But this guy was shown in all the promotional material for The Force Awakens. It was one of the first creature designs we had released, and is in all of the promotional. It's in all the posters and stuff. And they made toys, and then completely cut from the movie. So I remember for months after The Force Awakens came out, you'd go to the toy aisle, and it was just this guy. No one bought this guy because he's not in the movie. But I bought him. Probably mainly for that reason, because I thought he was an oddity.
Wow.
Great stuff, isn't it? Is that the bottom? Okay. Let me go get some more.
Please do.
Next is Stormtroopers. It goes in the other end.
Oh, does it? How fun is that? 4 men in the camera. Good night, 4 men in the camera. Do you like this? Do you like watching us look at Star Wars toys? Is that fun? Right. You know, I'll send you a snapback. Hold on. Just this once. Just this once. I'll send you a snapback. There you go. I sent just another boring team a snapback.
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know. Someone asked how many.
Oh! Gonk! Gonk.
Gonked on the floor.
Someone asked what?
How many clone figures do you have?
Well,
I think we're about to
we're
find out.
about to find out,
What is
alright?
this,
This
dude?
is unrelated, but we'll
Okay.
get there. There's some good stuff in there. There's some good
I
stuff
have
in there.
that. You know, if I would have known you were doing this, I could have brought.
Well, next week you bring stuff, okay?
I
didn't know we were doing this either.
I could load up the back of my car.
I know.
With plenty.
So this is my
This is
trooper. Yeah. This is my trooper collection, be it stormtroopers or clone troopers. And again, I want you to know I have more. These are the best ones.
God, I really am fascinated by all like the
Yeah.
armor. It's like
It's
shaped
really
around
strange.
me.
So if those of you who don't know, the Power of the Force figurines were in the 90s. That one's Luke. They
Yes,
were
yeah.
just. I think that one's just an actual one, right? Yeah, I think that's so funny. Who wants that? You know, it's the same figure except his helmet doesn't come off. But yeah, through the 90s they did a series of Star Wars figures called the Power of the Force, where they just made everybody like super buff. Just really,
ripped.
they're really bulky and like. So I get a kick out of that. Lucasfilm's Star Wars film is already in works for 2030, released in the same week as One More Night at Freddy's, O'Charlie's, Who Touched the Ravioli Box.
Milk cabinets. Oh.
Among Us 2. Yeah, that's right. I'm excited. Excited to see that. So yeah, a little bit of a Death Star control man. I love his helmet. Very cool.
Okay, what is this? Is
That
this like a
is yes, that's a figure from Rogue One, and it is an Imperial like flight director. Yeah, that's
What is
just
that?
it's just a stormtrooper,
But they what?
but they made the helmet removable.
That's fascinating.
Isn't that fun?
What is
And
this?
they have a jetpack. That's this is peak Star Wars action figure era.
Early 2000s?
Because, yeah, you got completely opposable joints. Great molds. I always thought this was just like the most. That just looks good. It's just lots of articulation. And yeah, the helmet comes off and you just get to see their face.
That's weird. That's
Under there.
interesting. Is this a Rebels?
That is a Rebel stormtrooper. Yeah, that's right.
You guys, is this fun?
Is this? Are you all enjoying this? Let us know if you're getting sleepy. I always really liked this as a sand trooper, and it's just a really great mold. Doesn't it look great? Isn't that great?
That's very nice. That's very nice.
I just really like that. These are great too. So these are Han and Luke. I think they're.
Sand Trooper. I like that.
So there's Han in there. So this is when Han and Luke go in disguise on the Death Star. That's a classic. There have been many versions of this figure done over the years, where it's one of them or both of them, and their stormtrooper, the helmet comes off, and, you know. But great figurines.
What are
Great
these?
stuff.
What are
The Scout Troopers.
Scouts?
from Return of
I
the
always
Jedi.
really like the Scout.
Great design, beautiful design on the helmet there on the Scout Troopers, and I always like they have less armor, you know, because they got to be maneuverable. Very cool. I think this guy came on a bike. I think I got a bike somewhere. You know that one?
I think so. This is what, Force Awakens?
No.
What is this?
Oh, you faker.
What is
This
that?
is from Solo.
Oh, I don't know that.
These troopers thwart the train robbery scene.
Oh, okay.
And he's got magnetic boots that gripple onto the train, and they walk on the train. I heard somebody the other day point out how stupid that whole sequence is, because why would you have a train in Star Wars? What would you be what would the Empire be transporting via train?
Like
on ground, like what do you need a track for a train? You need so much infrastructure for a train. Why would you do that?
So it can be a cool thing.
Because it's a cool sequence. That's why. But yeah, that's from Solo. And you notice by this point, I would argue the molds are pretty good. Absolutely no opposability. They went back to the 5 point.
Especially with this, I mean, his like jacket.
He's really limited. Yeah,
He looks good.
Looks great. So that is it's kind of the trade off, I think, a little bit. You get to really hone in like the pose, and like the power of the Force figures. They didn't have joints, and I didn't mind growing up. I didn't mind.
No.
It's all good. No, we're not mad at you among Sussy Sonic. It's okay. So I got a couple of Cody. I know you guys were talking about clone troopers. We haven't really gotten to the clones down here. I don't have as many of them, but I got a couple of Codys. I've got animated Cody, and I've got Revenge of the Sith Cody. Actually, I don't. This is Attack of the Clones. I don't even know if it is Cody, but when I was playing with him, it was growing up. He's a little more yellow than maybe Cody is, but his helmet comes off, and you get a little clone face in there. I always liked this figure because it was really decked out with like accessories. Like he's just got all sorts of different, like with the little skirt and the shoulder thing. And the gun, he's got a little arm piece. He's just really like covered in stuff. So I think that's sick. A couple of Rex down there. Got Rex. Any Rex enjoyers? Oh no, I lost his gun. No. They've really got a smell to them, don't they? Kind of that rubber action figure smell, you know what I'm talking about? There's an OG Rex from the release of the Clone Wars movie. How many of you went and saw that in theaters? I did. Did you see that in theaters? The animated Clone Wars movie.
Oh, I did not see that in theaters. No.
I did. It was the first Star Wars film to be in theaters in my lifetime. It was just supposed to be the first 3 episodes of the Clone Wars show. But George Lucas was so impressed by the animation, he was like, "Put this out, make it a movie," and they did, and it's not very good at all. So, thank you. I changed shirts because I had something that was too personal on, so I put it's kind of a what's it called, a Cuban cigar shirt, I think is the word. But I love all this like embroidery that's down it. It's a really nice kind of summer shirt for me.
Thank you.
By the way.
Okay, well, do you want to move on to the next thing?
Hang on. No.
What?
No.
No?
We missed the most important ones.
Did we? I guess so.
The First Order troopers. God. Now, I have 2 of these guys. First of all, I love the First Order helmet design. I think it's really great. I like the whole suit. You know, in The Force Awakens, rewatching the sequels, I'll admit, in The Force Awakens, they're kind of bulk. They're kind of look like Power of the Force figures a little bit. They're real compared to Stormtroopers and Clone Troopers. They're really kind of big but it's the most realistic armor. Stormtroopers throughout the original trilogy kind of look like they're wearing plastic because they are. I mean, vacuum formed like plastic.
Look at that.
But they're really kind of stocky and like stormtrooper, First Order stormtrooper, and he has legs are spread. He's like, look how like, he's like ready for business.
This guy's like a little wimp.
One thing I don't love though, I don't love that their blasters are white and black. It just always looked like a toy to me. It looked like something. But anyway, one of these figures is a Force Awakens First Order stormtrooper, and one of them is a Last Jedi First Order stormtrooper. And Reese, you tell me if you can tell the difference between them. Because there's a reason I have two. There's a reason I had to get.
The Last Jedi.
That's correct. That is The Last Jedi.
That's
easily Force Awakens. Why do you say that?
Well, this there's like it goes all the way up to his like, the eyes and the little like mouth thing are connected.
Mm-hmm.
They're not here, and he just looks meaner.
I think they are. I think they're supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
But the main difference. First of all, this is just a better figure. The Last Jedi one. His legs aren't as crazy. This is a better figure, and the helmet's kind of shiny. But and you really can't. I'm gonna be honest. You really can't tell on the figure. But look up the difference in the helmets. In The Last Jedi, they redesigned the stormtrooper. What do you call it? The smile, the grill.
Really?
In The Force Awakens, it's a consistent thickness all the way around. It's a consistent, and it's just black mesh. And in The Last Jedi, they made it resemble more closely the original stormtrooper, which has got the teeth. It's got the teeth, and it comes to a point in the corners at the bottom. It comes to a point down here. And that's always bothered me a little bit. It is better. I like the Last Jedi helmet more than the Force Awakens helmet. But the Last Jedi picks up immediately after the Force Awakens ends. And all of a sudden, the entire First Order has been issued a new helmet. And nobody, I mean, it's so minute. Who would ever notice? But me. It's just a little production detail that I enjoy knowing about. Check for that. Google it. Look at the difference. Tell me which one you like more.
No, what is this?
And I think the Rise of Skywalker kept the Last Jedi helmet. That's Rex in Fire. Actually, I don't know if that's Rex specifically. That's a flamethrower clone trooper. So anyway, that's fun. You like this guy? That's from Rogue One. Remember him?
Yeah, I do remember.
Tank
him.
driver. I quite like that one. Okay. Satisfied?
Oh, yeah.
The new armor shipment just dropped. Literally, like across the whole galaxy. Oh, the Mud Trooper? That's great. That's another Solo. That's great.
Is it Solo?
Yeah. Okay.
This is a cute little.
Now we're about to change it up a little bit here.
Yeah. Are these next two not?
One of them is. One of them is not. This is just other old figures that I wanted to put in a case.
Okay, well,
I
love what I'm seeing.
It ranges from several franchises.
This,
yeah, you know that.
I do.
What is that called? It's a newer line of figures that aims to kind of recreate the
It's like
old.
a reaction. It's called reaction.
Yeah, and that's these two. I have all of the Predator. I have all four of them. They made four different Predator figures.
This little clear one.
And my favorite detail, these two literally are just in different mouth positions. That's the entire difference. One of them has his mouth closed and one has it open. Daniel. Hey, Daniel. One has his mouth closed and one has it open, and one has the helmet. They made bank off of me because I bought all three of these. I bought all three of them, and they're all the exact same body mold. But it's so cool to have them all.
No. And
then there's an invisible one as well. There's an invisible one. I love having all of them. Great figures.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Tron.
So these are the original Tron figurines from the 80s. And these are very interesting. They're this translucent jelly kind of plastic. And I've got Tron. Do you guys like Tron? I love the original Tron. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. This is Flynn and Tron, and they've all got the discs on their backs, which come off. And the bad guy, I'm totally blanking on what his name is. Dillinger. Is that right? And then the like guard. And I have a light cycle as well in my room.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me get that. Actually, I
Get
gotta
that
show that.
out. Some universal monsters. This creature. I actually love this. The universal.
Yes, I know. That's retro too. I guess from the that would have been from the 80s.
Yeah, it said 1980.
This is so dorky. Is this dorky? Do you like this? That's my OG light cycle, and it opens up.
Where? Wait. Can you put them in?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I imagine so, but
It opens up like that, and you sit him down in there.
do you have to like?
It's kind of tricky, yeah. And he's fragile. Let's be careful with him. His head broke off. We have to glue
really?
it back on. So let's do this. Let's do Flynn.
Put him back in the case.
He just sits down, which is not. This is not how they sit in the movie. They kind of lean forward in them in the movie. But he goes in there. I think the arms kind of go down low. Yeah, there we go.
That's great.
Bam, bam, and then.
And then
It's not really it's not shut. I'm not gonna shove them in there. But this is one of those. It's a rip cord, and you put a rip cord in and it goes. Isn't that sick? Go watch Tron. You guys like Tron? Do you not think the rest of this is dorky? No, I know it's all dorky. I hope that's okay that we show you this side of us. Oh no! That's okay. You know the drill.
we we'll have to do a sequel to this stream here. This. I hate this. I don't like this guy very much. This reaction.
No, why not?
He's just like so. I don't know. He's kind of like
Flimsy.
he's very flimsy, and he's just like I don't like him. He's small.
He can't really stand up on his own. Yeah, he does kind of suck. But yeah, I love these. I don't know if you showed them the Universal figures.
Great.
Those are really cool. Frankenstein, the Mummy, Dracula, Phantom of the Opera. Of course. Those are great. And then those are the Secret Wars figures down here from when Secret Wars happened, the comic event. They did a figure, a line of figures. Yeah,
that's just great.
And I'm missing some of them. I want to say, what else is there? I got Wolverine, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America. Yeah, Doc Ock. He's got the arms. Spider-Man. Doctor Doom. I think I'm missing his cape. I think he had a cape. I want to say there's another. I want to say there's a. What is it? There's a Green Goblin or something. Though I don't think the Green Goblin is in Secret Wars. I don't know why. Maybe there's a black suit Spider-Man. I don't know. And then there's some indie figures. Original Indiana Jones.
Great. Look at that. It's revolutionary.
Yeah, I know. Opposable legs there. One of these days, y'all should just do an entire stream as a black screen and only have audio and still pretend that we can see you. That'd be funny. We should do that.
Wow.
So, those are good fun. And then we have Rebels, which are kind of the least interesting collection of figures in my opinion. No offense to the good guys, but what's going on here? What's going on here?
What is that? What's going on?
Something's getting stuck here. Have you guys seen Twisters? I have.
Oh. There you go.
Reese, you haven't seen Twisters.
I've seen Twister. I haven't seen Twisters though. No.
Yeah, but Twisters is the classic, the real classic. Oh boy. Okay, here's all the Rebels.
What is that?
Just like dirt.
Look at that. Oh.
Yeah, so no, just another boring scene is looking up all the other Secret Wars figures. Yeah, that's Power of the Force Lando. You don't remember him being that muscular, do you?
I don't think he was.
He looks like a wrestler. I love this Chewie. I always thought he was great. He's just like tall and spindly in all the right ways, and he's all like, you know, he's got different like layers of fur. That's such a great figure.
Leia.
Yep. She's kind of buff too. I mean, that's a classic. That's a classic figure there. Akbar. That's a great one.
Yeah, that's a good looking one.
This guy's sick. You remember this guy?
I do remember that guy.
He's from Rogue One. He's very cool. This stream's been going for almost 2 hours. Well, we're just enjoying ourselves. We're playing with Star Wars toys.
We're looking and we're playing with Star Wars. This is Jin.
That's Jen. Jen or so. There's Finn down there.
Is that Cassian Andor?
Yeah. That's a great character design as well. I'm forgetting his name. What's his name?
Oh, I have no idea. I have no clue. It's Luke.
X-Wing gear Luke. That's great too, yeah. The helmet comes off, it should. It's surprise, surprise, it's Leia in disguise.
It's Leia.
Surprise, surprise, it's Lando. Y'all know that? You know that. The commercial?
What?
Surprise, surprise, it's Lando in disguise?
I don't know that.
Hang on. Hang on.
Finn. What are you talking about? What is that? Oh, I know what that is. That's...
The Force is back. Tired till they see the last of the Empire, and Kenner's there with Star Wars: Return of the Jedi collection.
I'm gonna feed you to straw outfit, Skywalker.
Klaatu, Weequay, Luke Skywalker, and Lando Calrissian, each sold separately.
Prepare the flight, Weequay. Surprise, surprise, I'm Lando in disguise. Let's get out of here, Luke. Whoa, the flake is falling. Help!
Tattoo Weekly Luke Skywalker and Lando Calrissian action figures, each sold separately from Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
I've seen other. I've seen.
Surprise,
other
surprise! It's Lando in
commercials.
disguise. That's just a classic. You guys knew that.
Did you guys know that? Did
You guys knew about that. Can't be the only sane one here. Okay.
Wow.
We did that. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm on. This is the last one,
Okay.
and this is the one you've been waiting for.
Ooh.
Excuse me, guys.
I'm a little sleepy. Just another boring teen had a good idea.
What do you
Said Luke, make lake monster style Kinner.
That's sick. That is sick. I like that.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
This.
Yeah.
Now this is what I want.
Yeah. So this is primarily the original line of Star Wars figures. These are the best versions. So some of these I have doubles of. These are the best versions. That's not an original,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
stuck
this
him in
is-
there because I needed to fill all the slots. So
No.
the top is all. That's the original line.
Of course. Do these have
This,
the
story they're missing thing. I don't have the
lightsaber,
lightsaber.
the
No,
yellow?
I want to say, do any of them? No. Maybe Vader. Vader does. Look.
Oh wow.
So I have that's fat-headed Han, and that's normal Han down there.
Now, when did normal Han?
I don't know. They congratulations, Justin, just won a writing competition. I saw this live stream and thought it was fitting. Thank you for being here.
Cool.
Congratulations. Those of you who don't know, Kenner didn't have time to get the original line of figures out for the Christmas season following the release of the original Star Wars. And so what they did was they sold pieces of cardboard with pictures of the figures on them, or drawings, I think, of the pictures on them. And you could get that for your kid. And that's what kids woke up Christmas morning and they found a piece of cardboard. And basically what it was a pre-order, right? So
Yeah.
it was, we'll send you the figures. It's a receipt that will send you the figures whenever they're ready. So that's just that's that. But anyway, this is all of them that no R2. You know what that is?
I do know what that is. What did this come with?
That came with the
'Cause it's
the,
the little-
the original Death Star playset.
Because it's like it's the trash.
It's the trash compactor monster. Yeah. Yeah, man. Classic stuff. So I don't know. Did you show them Big Head Han?
I picked them up.
There's Big Head Han. He's got a big head. And there's small head Han. He's got a normal head. So that's cool.
I love these original
I do too.
Stormtroopers. C-3POs. He is loose.
I think both of the 3POs I have are like that. I don't know why. I don't know the science behind that, but yeah, they are they're real loose. Is he?
Floppy.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Because this guy is that. Wait.
He's the one in the Jawa. Yeah, they're the same.
Because he is.
He's sturdy.
Yeah.
Funny. He didn't get as much play. I think he was my uncle's. That one's my uncle's, and this was my dad's. R5D4.
Classic.
You all know R5D4. Why did they skinny Han? Should have kept a big head. No, he looks pretty bad. He looks pretty. They fixed his hair too. He's got like bangs. It's pretty. It's pretty ugly. Somebody did not like Harrison Ford. The fixed Han is way more like Ken face. He's all pretty. So yeah, that's that. That's all of those. Hope you all have enjoyed this little thing we just did. It's late. Is Joel on the way?
I
What's
can
going on?
call him.
Let Joel know. Tell Joel to come over. Maybe we can stream until he gets here, or not, or we could stop. But I need to carry all of these back to where they came from. But we're going to talk about The Graduate tonight. So if you guys like The Graduate, check that out on the podcast next Sunday on Patreon for only $1. And right now, as of tomorrow, you can go watch 8 whole episodes. 8 whole episodes of our podcast on Patreon for $1. Just $1. Binge them all in a day, Binge them all in an afternoon. So, that's a deal, if you ask me. And if you want to keep up with what's going on, watch The Graduate, and we can talk about it next week. Isn't that fun? Joel's gonna talk about it with us on the podcast because he's a film student. He's a big film buff like that. So
He's a big film buff, yeah. He knows everything, bro.
okay, let me return all of these. I'll be right back.
For as long, it can't go that long. Where did he go? Not Luke. Oh. Here we go. I am Joel. That cannot be real. Is that real? Joel Cortez is typing.
No.
They're heavy. You got a good whiff? Wait, what does that mean? What are you talking about? Reese's been quiet? I have not been quiet. What do you mean? I feel like I've been doing a lot of chatting this stream, personally, but it's my opinion, so. You get a good whiff.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what they were referring to.
I smelled the mic. I did a big.
Oh.
What does it smell like?
It smells like
It's got a smell. A little bit like Badoo's house, a little bit. Oh. Reese has a new look every year.
Is that real? Is that true? Perhaps that's true. Okay.
Well, what now?
Well, Joel, he started typing, but he never
Yeah.
sent me a chat.
Have you ate chapstick before? No,
I've
can't
thought
say I
about
have. You thought about it?
I've thought
You
about
never
it.
gone through with it though.
No.
Never had the guts to go through with it. Yeah. I've noticed that Reese has been mewing quite a bit lately. Me too. I notice him doing that all the time. It's just, yeah, there it is. There it
It's
is.
just, I don't know. I just do. It's not like I'm not like mewing and shit like that in that way. But
You ate it before? How was it? Did you like it? Did you like that? Okay, Among. Oh man. What do you you excited for Tron Ares? Jared Leto.
it's. I'll watch it.
I'll
Probably.
definitely watch it.
I don't know if I'm like excited for it, but I'll
Well-
watch it. Or are you excited?
I am eager to see it. So maybe that means I am excited. I'm eager to see what it's like and how badly they screw it up.
Maybe it'll be great.
I just don't like the outfits that we've
I haven't seen them.
It's like armor. It's like armory. And all the my phone is alive again miraculously.
Why does that happen?
My phone is really struggles. Specifically battery wise, it really struggles. You can pull it up on the pooter if you want me to. Like this. Have you seen this stuff?
I have not seen that.
I'm just not like, I don't know. It's just not like, it's just so nothing to me. Look at that. Look at the color. Isn't this so nothing? It looks like a Marvel movie.
They have
It's worse than this.
Soundtrack?
I just hate it. That may be fake. I don't know. But I just am not interested in the look that they're putting out there. I like Tron Legacy quite a lot. You like Tron Legacy?
Never seen Tron Legacy.
Never seen Tron Legacy. Have you seen the original Tron?
I have seen the original Tron.
Okay.
Many.
Well, Tron Legacy is pretty damn good. It's a really effective modernization of the story, in my opinion, and an update aesthetically. Brings us into the 21st century, Though, you've seen Clue's face. De-aged Jeff Bridges, you've seen that.
I have seen
That
that.
doesn't hold up. That doesn't hold up real good. I don't know that it held up then. But I haven't seen Beetlejuice.
I have.
Yeah.
It's good. That's what
I saw some like clips of effects and things I thought were really cool.
Yeah, there's.
I've never seen the original Beetlejuice. I'm not, for whatever reason, I'm not partial to that.
You should. It's
world,
good.
and I
watch
should.
it.
It's one that I feel like I just missed out on growing up. No one ever showed it to me. So.
Yeah, no, it's a classic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's some good stuff in Beetlejuice. See, dude, it's always scary though, because
You say 2.
if you say it 3, you know,
you're
if
in
you
trouble.
accidentally.
I know. I thought that when I said it too. I was like, man.
You know, I was talking to Joel today actually.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, how do they film Beetlejuice? Because
Yeah.
he's just like on set. Like, how did they film that?
I couldn't imagine what that must have been like.
It must have been scary, but you know.
I'd love to see those in theaters as well. You guys going to see Revenge of the Sith in theaters? When is that? When is that
It's
happening?
like April.
I will probably go. I went to see The Phantom Menace when they started doing the 3D. You remember this? They were releasing all of the Star Wars movies in 3D in the 2010s sometime. I guess maybe this is after Disney. I don't know if it was after
Like
the Disney
Phantom
acquisition.
Menace. Was it
They
all?
started with The Phantom Menace and then they gave up.
Okay.
So they only did The Phantom
So
Menace.
they were gonna do.
They
all
were going to
three.
do all of them. But I went and saw The Phantom Menace in 3D, and that was very exciting for me because it was the first time, like, seeing a Star Wars movie on the big screen. Felt like in my local theater. So I will eagerly go see Revenge of the Sith, and then it's just, you know, any one of these days they'll re-release Attack of the Clones, and I can say I've seen them all. Because they dare not release the original trilogy in 3D. I don't think that would fly. Someone's here.
What is that? Oh, is that? Is that it?
My copy of The Graduate.
Who's the graduate?
That's sick, dude. Look, I have this is my soundtrack. I don't have the movie, but I have the soundtrack of it. We've been dueling.
Did I miss that?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, there's a button on that one. Alright, see here. Where's this?
This or that?
That one you just kind of do it.
Let's get back here. Let's have a fight.
Let's have a little duel, dude. Whoa! I got him. I got his leg.
Damn it!
Oh, I got him. That's a fatal wound, dude. My skills hold up.
Oh! Shoot! Got your arm. Oh! And your other arm. Oh!
I got him again.
Ah! Ow!
What happened to your eye patch?
It's somewhere here. Honestly, it might be here.
It is probably here someplace.
He's grabbing lightsaber with his bare hand.
Because it's so strong.
He's such a powerful Jedi.
This is so sick. Did you get this at the?
You mean at the mall? Yeah.
I love that. Okay, we're gonna wrap up, I think. Does that sound good? We're gonna wrap up. Thank you all for being here. If you want to hear our discussion of The Graduate, check out Patreon next week. If you want to hear our discussion of The Last Jedi, check out Patreon tomorrow. We love you guys. Thank you for mailing us stuff. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for playing with our Star Wars toys and talking Star Wars.
What Star Wars toy is this?
Whoa.
Oh, that's just...
You wanna
That's
have
the
a lightsaber
vibro
battle?
blade. That's a real knife he's holding. Love you guys.
Dude, he just has a real knife.
Hmm?
He just has a real knife. Dude, we're gonna get like age restricted.
That's not true. That's not true.
It's gonna get like taken down.